Hey guys, how's it going? This is my week 3 update. It is crazy for me to think that I've actually been going to the gym for 3 straight weeks. I'm not somebody who likes going to the gym. In fact, I hate going to the gym. I also hate the feeling of being sweaty, and generally I'm not known for following through and having a consistent habit around something that I don't enjoy. Admittedly, I have not been perfect. My eating habits are still not where they should be. It's something I really struggle with, and that's, I think, going to be a focus for me in the next couple of weeks. But I've been going, and that's what matters. So this week I lost 2 pounds, whoop, whoop, which is exciting. And I only lost half an inch. So last week I lost over 2 inches total. This week I only lost half an inch, and I do think that a large part of that is because I have not been eating terribly great. So whatever, it is what it is, right? It's about progress, not perfection. That's what I keep telling myself. It was a really hard week for me mentally and emotionally. There were a lot of days where I did not want to go to the gym. There was a couple days where I didn't go at all. There were times where I went and I'd be lifting and I'd feel so weak and so inferior. I really enjoy lifting weights and I enjoy feeling challenged, but if I'm lifting a weight, like so for the overhead presses, so I can bench an okay amount. It's not like a high amount or anything, but I can't even overhead press like just the 45-pound bar. I have to have my husband help me with it, and even at that point I pretty much dropped the bar and he had to grab it so that it didn't drop, and that was embarrassing. And those are really challenging situations for me. I don't do well when I feel like I can't handle something, when I feel inadequate, that feeling of inadequacy. I love the feeling of a challenge. I don't like feeling just inadequate. And so I think this last week more than anything was challenging for me mentally and emotionally. My husband kept reminding me that these were opportunities to grow my mental strength and my endurance and just overcome emotional and mental obstacles, and it definitely was. I'm glad I still went. I'm glad I followed through. But it was not easy. It was definitely somewhere where I would have quit previously and just been like, oh, maybe this isn't for me, maybe I can't do it. But I went anyways. So despite being pretty sick this week and not feeling great, I did, I'm just checking my stats if you see me looking over here. So Saturday is usually the day that we really push ourselves because we lift weights Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. Saturday is the day that we try to go as heavy as we can. So I was squatting 105 pounds for the first round, 115 pounds the next round, and 135 pounds for the last set. So that was a decent amount for me. So I'm looking because I'm just showing, like, my tracking only shows the weight on either side. It doesn't, I'm not including, like, on my tracking sheet, I'm not including the weight of the bar, so I'm trying to do the quick math in my head. Overhead press is just the 45-pound bar the whole way through because that's all I could handle. And my deadlifts were 135, 135, and then 145 pounds. Now I have, my PR for deadlift is actually 155 pounds, but I really don't have good grip strength, and so every time I feel like I'm lifting the bar, even if I feel like I can lift the weight, my hands won't like my grip strength isn't strong enough. So I don't know really how I'm going to improve with that, but I'm going to try, because I would like to increase my deadlift if I can. I'd like to ideally increase all of my weights. And then my last week, for this past week, my bench was 165 total, which is pretty good for me because I'm very weak in my upper body, like as you guys saw in my first week. I mean my arms have shrunk a little bit, I've noticed. Let's see if I go from my first measurements here. What was I at? So 16 3/4, 16 3/4. Now my best ups are down to like 15. So I've lost a little bit. I definitely feel like a difference in certain areas of my body. I can feel where, not in my face, I don't know why I did that, but like in my shoulders and stuff like that, I can feel where a little bit of the weight's coming off. So that's kind of nice to be able to feel those changes. I definitely feel like I have more energy, which is awesome. But for sure, the biggest struggle for me right now is going to be getting my eating habits on track, because I just love bad food. I can't help myself. I just love bad food. So that is my check-in for this week. Nothing crazy exciting, just, you know, trying to stick with that accountability of like, I'm still doing it, even if I don't like it. So yeah, so I hope you all had an awesome week, and I will talk to you next week. See you.